Hare Krishna. Welcome to our daily program this afternoon. We hope you all are taking advantage of this time. Most of the world is under lockdown. We're here. As you can see, the temple behind me is closed. No one's here. We're locked here with Krishna and Balaram. And taking advantage by reading more and chanting more and studying more and just trying to take advantage of the situation, the unprecedented situation that we have in the world today. So we were thinking where to go today, and somebody posted on Facebook that the original lockdown was 7 days and 7 nights underneath Govardhan hill. So we thought, let's today talk about the original lockdown in Braj, Govardhan lila. So to start, we'll sing a very beautiful Brij Bhasa song. You all know, you can all join in with us. Very, very simple song. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Gopal, 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 Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Gopal, 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 Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Gopal, 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 Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Jai Jai Nanda Yasoda Dula Giri Baradhari Gopal. Gopal, Gopal, Giri Baradhari Gopal. Gopal, Gopal, Giri Baradhari Gopal. Gopal, Gopal, Giri Baradhari Gopal. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jai Go Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Again, we welcome to our daily program every day at 5:30. We'll be broadcasting lila. So we hope you will all join us, especially in this very difficult time, unprecedented time. Strange things are going on. We've never seen Krishna Balaram temple locked down like this. Nobody allowed to come in. If we go out, we can't come back. That's very, very strange time, but it's a good time for increasing our sadhana, our hearing and chanting. So somebody posted on Facebook the other day that the original lockdown in Braj was 7 days and 7 nights underneath the hill of Govardhan. So today we decided we'll discuss about Govardhan Lila with the permission of all of the wonderful Vaishnavas watching. Om Ajnana Timbarandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Vidati Saparandigam Aradhanastrinandantai Vridam Yache Puna Puna Sima Rupa Padam Bhujo Dulisyam Janma Janmani Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Panchakalpatrubhyascha Kripasindhuvevata Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Namaste Girirajaya Sri Govardhana Namine Ashesha Klesha Nashaya Paramananda Daine. We tried for a very long time to find out the source of this verse, beautiful verse. Even our dear friend Madhavananda, who wrote a whole whole edition of Krishna Katha Amrit all about Govardhan, we couldn't find out. Both of us had seen it on a little sign on the Govardhan hill at Chaitanya Mat in Mayapur. But it's very beautiful. Namaste Girirajaya. I'm offering my respects to the king of all the hills. Namaste Girirajaya. Sri Govardhana Namine, whose name is Govardhan. Ashesha Klesha Nashaya. Klesh means trouble. Just like all over the world, everybody's in big trouble with this corona. But Ashesha, without limit, so many troubles are there. Not just corona, but birth, death, disease, and old age are always there to bother us. Nothing new. But Ashesha Klesha, without limit troubles, Giriraj Shesha Klesha Nashaya. We know Vinashaya Chaduskritam. He destroys unlimited amounts of troubles. He takes away all those troubles, then what happens? Paramananda Daine. He gives us not just Anand, but Paramanand. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was circumambulating Govardhan Hill, he also had a very beautiful Prikama mantra that he recited. It's mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Madhya Lila, in the chapters involving Mahaprabhu's visit to Vrindavan. This verse is also found in Venu Geet, in, I can't remember which chapter of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam just now. But this was mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Mahaprabhu was singing this mantra as he was doing his prikama. So this is Mahaprabhu's prikama mantra. Andaya Madriya Bala Haridasa Varja Yad Rama Krishna Charanam Sparasham Pramoda Manam Tanoti Sahago Ganayotayor Yat Pani Yasuya Vasakhanda Rakhanda Mulai. So Hanta means Are! Oh! Hantayam Adri Abala. Adri means hill. Just like we had a godbrother named Adri Dharan. So then we know Govardhan Dharan, Adri Dharan. Abala. This particular verse of Venu Geet is spoken by the gopis themselves. So they're talking amongst the girls, so they say Abala. Because legend has it, I'm not saying, but anyway, legend has it that the women are the weaker sex. So we know Bal, like we're sitting in front of the closed Krishna Balaram Mandir. Balaram means very strong, so Abala means girls. Oh, girls! Adri! Hantayam Adri Abala Haridasa Barjo. This Giriraj, he's the most bestest devotee of Hari. Many people are known as Haridas. Yudhishthira Maharaj is known as Haridas. Our Uddhav also known as Haridas. But we have it on the authority of the gopis, the most bestest. Not just Haridas, not Haridas Savarya, but Haridas Savaryo. The most bestest devotee of Hari is this hill. Hantayam Adri Abala Haridas Savaryo Yad Rama Krishna. In Braj, when we talk about Rama and Krishna, we're talking about Krishna and Balaram. Yad Rama Krishna Charanam. Charanam we know, lotus feet. Yad Rama Krishna Charanam Sparsham. We heard this word in Bhagavad Gita before. Matra Sparshas, to contact, to touch. This hill is getting the touch of lotus feet of Krishna and Balaram. Yad Rama Krishna Charanam Sparsham Pramoda. Everybody has got an Indian friend named Pramod. Pramod means joyful. So this hill is very joyful because he's getting the lotus footprints of Krishna and Balaram all over his back all day long. But other reason he's joyful, Manam tanoti sahago ganayos tayoryat. He's serving the cows and devotees. That's what makes him joyful. This is a secret of spiritual life. We do not know who is Lord Krishna. But we can see the devotees like Srila Prabhupada, and if we help them in their service, then Krishna becomes more pleased. Just like if we meet a man, of course nowadays we're told not to shake hands, but anyway, usually we shake hands. He feels happy. But if his son is there and you pet his son on the head, oh, he feels much more happy in his heart. Then he really feels friendship with you. So, if we serve the devotees of Krishna, Krishna becomes more pleased. So, Manam Tanoti, Mana means he's offering respect. Just so we know, Mana Deena. Manam Tanoti Sahago. First, Go means cow. First he's offering service to the cows. Manam Tanoti Ganayos. Gan means the Gopagan, the cowherd boys, the Vaishnavas. He's serving the devotees. He's serving the cows and the devotees. Tayoryat, those two. Tayoryat, those two. Last is coming Lord. So this is secret to become joyful, is to serve Vaishnavas and cows. How he's serving? Paniya. I think that all of our Western devotees, the first word they learn in Hindi when they come to Braj is Pani. Every day on Prikrama, everybody's asking, oh Prabhu, where's Pani? Prabhu, where's the bathroom? This is the difference between us and the Goswamis. We read about the Goswamis. Hey Raj, hey Vrajadevi, ke Chalalite, hey Nandasuno Kuta. They were all asking where. Kuta means where. Where's Radharani? Where's Lalita Visakha? Where's Krishna? Is he on the Govardhan hill? Is he on the bank of the Jamuna? They're asking these questions. There's a big difference between us and the Goswami. So Pani means water. We don't see with our material eyes nowadays, but beautiful waterfall, crystal clear waterfalls are cascading down the sides of Govardhan. We can't see by our material eyes, but in the original Govardhan, these crystal clear waterfalls are cascading down, pools of water. Crystal clear water with the pollen of kadamba flowers floating in the water. These are surrounding Govardhan Hill. And those cool ponds with crystal spust, crystal clear water, cool water, the gopis are so envious of those ponds. Why? Because right in front of everyone's eyes, those ponds are embracing every limb of Krishna and Balaram right in front of everyone's eyes. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained not just pani, water, but madhu. Madhu means honey. Honey is flowing from the trees on Govardhan Hill. And amras, mango ras, mango juice is there. And not just mango ras, pilu ras. Pilu is a very special type of fruit. We're missing. This is a time of year when the fruits are ripening, but we're stuck inside. We can't go find out the pilu fruits. The very favorite of Krishna Balaram. They're tiny, tiny, tiny.
Black.
Burgundy colored actually. And some of them are white. Some white just like pearls. I've seen it Mansarovar, just like pearls. And very sweet. But you don't dare bite them very hard when they're ripe, because the seed will break inside and burn your mouth. Just like Jagadananda gave some dried pilu fruits, a Giriraj Shila, and dust from the Ras Leela place, and Gunjamala. He gave all these things to Mahaprabhu when he returned from Braj to Puri. Mahaprabhu kept everything of the dried pilu fruits. He gave them to the Bengali devotees. Now this only grows in a very dry place like Braj. Bengal is a very wet place. So the Bengali devotees don't know pilu. So they began to chew on them and they burned their mouths, and Mahaprabhu was laughing to see the fun. So pilu ras is there. Pani is suyavasa. Suyavasa means grass. Two types of grass. One very thick, juicy grass for the cows to make them very fatty, give lots of milk. And this durva grass that we use in the puja. He's supplying both types of grasses. In fact, it's described that Govardhan Hill was so tall previously. We know, you may know the story that he's sinking, but anyway, that's another day. But it described how the sun, when he was on his course across the sky being carried by his chariot, the horses of his chariot would eat the tips of the grass on top of Govardhan Hill as they passed through the sky. So Suyavasa, Khandara means caves. Just like it may be too hot, so the cowherd boys, they can shelter in the caves of Govardhan Hill. It may be rain out, just like other day there was nice rain here, although it's not the season. They can shelter in place. This coronavirus comes and we're told shelter in place. They can shelter inside these caves. Radha and Krishna perform beautiful, auspicious, loving pastimes in the caves of Govardhan. So Khandara means cave. And Kandamulai means fruits and roots. Just like when you come for Kartik, all the little push carts have this big long white radish. In Hindi we call muli, it's a root, muli, white radish. And Brijbasi boys, 24 hours a day, they're hungry. So Govardhan supplying fruits and roots to them all day long so they can eat and be happy. So this is the Prikrama mantra of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Antaya madriya bala haridasa bharyo yad Rama Krishna charanam sparasham pramoda manam tanoti sahago ganayotayor yat pani yasuya vasa khandara khandamulai. Bozigiraj Maharaj ki. So down toward the end of Govardhan is a very beautiful village called Anior. And this is where the original Annakut festival took place. Anna we know means grain, Sayanamrita Pao. And Kut, that every day we meet the bus at Chitrakoot Ashram. Kut means mountain. Chitrakoot was a mountain where Ram and Sita stayed for many years. So piles of grain. So the original Annakut ceremony took place here. What happened, Nanda Baba was very busy preparing for some sort of function. And Nandalala, curious like all little boys are curious, he came and he began to ask Baba, what is this function that you're preparing? Why are you so busy? Is this something that's traditional, or is this just an occasional thing? What are you doing, Baba? Nanda Baba was very busy. He thought he's just a little boy, how will he understand all these things? And little boys, they always ask too many questions, so sometimes we just don't listen. We're busy. So Nanda Baba didn't answer him. He said, Baba, this is not fair. For outsiders we may keep something secret, but for the family members we should reveal everything. Please tell me, what is the purpose of this yajna? Is this, who is the deity that you're trying to propitiate? What is the purpose? How is this yajna performed? Because one who performs yajna without knowledge, he doesn't get the same results as one who does yajna with knowledge of the result. You shouldn't keep secrets from your family members. And Nanda Baba said, look, Lala, we depend on the cows, and the cows depend on grains, and grains come from the rains. And the rains, they come from Indra. So this has been a tradition in our family for a long time, that every once in a while we perform the Indra Puja to propitiate Indra so that he will supply rain, so that we'll get grains, and the cows and people will be very happy. Then Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, began to preach atheism. Can you imagine? The Supreme Personality of Godhead himself is preaching it. He said, Baba, we just have to do our work, then automatically the result will come. And even if there's some demigod in charge of these things, he's also under the law of karma. He will have to, if we do the work, he'll have to give us the result. And after all, we see the rain is falling in the ocean. What is the use of rain in the ocean? Who's worshipping Indra to get rain in the ocean? He's falling on the stones. The stones don't need any rain. No need of worshipping any Indra. And then he convinced Nanda Baba that, look, our relationship is with Govardhan Hills, supplying fruits and roots and grass and so many things for us. We should worship Govardhan Hill. Then Nanda Baba said, Lala, since you're telling, we'll do a separate yajna, but now let me finish this Indra Puja. But Baba, it took so long to gather all this grains and ghee and milk and everything. We should do it immediately. He began tugging on Nanda Baba's kurta. So Nanda Maharaj, he's unable to resist the insistence of Krishna. Then Krishna told him, Baba, you make a big feast with mountains and mountains of rice, with ghee on top. And then you make mountains and mountains of puris, fried from ghee, from the milk of the cows. And then make mountains and mountains of pots of sweet rice, and mountains of pots of rasgullas made from the milk of the cow, and lots of gulab jamuns made from the milk of the cow, and kachoris, and samosas, and pakoras, mountains and mountains of pakoras. Now your mouth is watering, huh? And he said, and lakes of sweet rice, and nectar, and so many things. And then you offer all these things to Govardhan. That will be the best thing to do. And then he said, and if anyone doesn't worship Govardhan as the way I'm telling, then there's many snakes who live on the side of Govardhan Hill. They will bite those people. Just like one time when I was younger, I used to actually do Govardhan Prikrama. One day some Grishvasi boys were calling us to the side of the hill. And I could see they weren't after money, they were excited about something. So we went over there and there's a big, black, long cobra. And he took one look at us and he realized that we've done Govardhan Puja every year. So he immediately turned his face and he ran and went his hole in the ground. So I hope everybody has done Govardhan Puja, otherwise those snakes of Govardhan Hill will get you. So then Nanda Maharaj began to engage hundreds of cooks to cook all of this mountains of prasadam, bhoga, to offer to Giriraj. And they made mountains of rice, mountains of puris, mountains, everything just like Krishna explained. Then suddenly, on top of the hill, another Krishna appeared on top of the hill. Giriraj took this form, great big Krishna. And the big Krishna looked down and he saw this mountains and mountains of boga. And he said, wow. And Krishna looked at all the Brijbasis and said, huh? Did your Indra ever appear? You worshipped him so many years, he ever appeared? Just see how Giriraj has appeared to accept your offerings. And then the little Krishna bowed down to the big Krishna on top of the hill. And Balaram and all the Brijbasis, they bowed down to that big Krishna. Then Govardhan became like an asan. And the big Krishna sat down. And his eyes got very big. And he saw all this boga. And he began to eat. And because he's just a little boy, he doesn't know what is right hand, what is left hand. Huh? So much he began to eat with both hands. In fact, he manifested suddenly dozens of right hands and dozens of left hands and began to eat everything. If you go to the Janmastan in Mathura, on the ceiling, right in the middle of the ceiling, there's a beautiful painting of this pastime. Giriraj in the form of Krishna with dozens of left hands and dozens of right hands eating up all of the boga. But in a few minutes, loop, 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 it was all gone. Then that form of Krishna began to cry, Aniyor, Aniyor, give me more, give me more. And all the Brijbasis said, but we took our whole stock and offered it, you please be satisfied. And in true Brijbasi fashion, he began to call out, Aniyor, 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 because the Brijbasis, they follow their leader. We know in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, Yada Yada Charati Shreshtas, whatever the great man does, the common men will follow. So if you give them 10 rupees, they want 20. If you give 20, they want 50. If you give 50, they want 100. If you give 100, they want 5. If you give 5, they want 2,000. They're Yad Yada Charati Shreshtas. They're following their leader. So again he cried, Aniyor, Aniyor, give me more, give me more. And Nanda Baba came and he said, but Baba, we've offered everything that we had. You please be satisfied. Aniyor, Aniyor, give me more, give me more. Even Krishna himself came and he shrugged his shoulders. He said, but everything we had, we offered. You please be satisfied, there's nothing left. Aniyor, Aniyor, give me more, give me more. Then some Brahmins came before Krishna with nice soft tulsi manjaris. And they put them in Krishna's hand. Because actually when we make the offering, we hear tulsi leaf. But I see all the Vaishnavas in Braj, they always take those 2 leaves and the manjari. Only that season where you don't get manjaris, then they offer the leaves. But they always offer the manjaris to offer the bhog. And then Krishna took that ball of manjaris and he handed it to the big Krishna on the hill. He took it and he called out, Triptos me, Triptos me. Now I'm fully satisfied. Maybe in some recording you've heard Prabhupada sometime. Fully satisfied. Then you understand what is full satisfaction. And as soon as he was fully satisfied, all of that boga reappeared, just the way it was. Mountains of rice with ghee, and mountains of puris, and mountains of paneer sabji, and mountains of pakoras and puris and sweet rice, lakes filled with sweet rice and nectar. Everything reappeared just like it was before. And the Brijbasis had a big feast, and they distributed prasadam to everyone, even to the chandalas, even to the dogs. And Prabhupada explains that they were so happy they began throwing that prasad, and just to prove that prasadam can never be contaminated, with joy they picked it off the ground and ate it. In this way they had a big feast on the side of Govardhan hill. Then keeping all the cows in front, all the Brijbasis circumambulated Govardhan hill. In this way they performed the first Anukut ceremony, the first Govardhan Puja ceremony. Meanwhile, Indra realized that his offering had been stopped. And he became very upset. And he began to insult Krishna. But by grace of Goddess Saraswati, all his insults became very great praises instead. He said the Brijbasis are listening to this talkative boy. Talkative means vachalam. But if we see the word from the other Sanskrit from another direction, it means that he only speaks on the authority of Vedic literature. Or we can take it that whatever he says will always be spoken. Just like 5,000 years ago, Krishna vibrated this very sound. Deyanosmin yata dehe komaram jovanam jara tatra dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuyate. And 5,000 years later, we're still vibrating this sound. And they said, he's baliyasam, he's childish. But baliyasam can mean unpretentious. Very sane, unpretentious. He's stubborn, very arrogant. But it can also mean, if we look at the Sanskrit from another direction, that he bows down to no one because there's no one left to bow down to for him. Then he said, Pandita Maninam. Pandita Maninam. He considers himself very learned. But if we see the Sanskrit from another side, it means that he's worshipped by all the learned souls. And he said, Marcham. He's an ordinary man. But if we see the Sanskrit from another direction, it means that even though he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of love for devotees, he incarnates in this human-like form. In this way, all of his insults became praises by the grace of Goddess Saraswati. But then Indra thought, let me show these Brishbasis my power. So we called the Sambardika cloud. Sambardika cloud is called when there's need to destroy the earth by water. And he said, go and destroy the Brishbasis and Braj along with their cows. And Sambardika cloud began to tremble. He said, what are you saying? He said, don't worry, I'm coming behind on my elephant, Airavata. So suddenly in Braj, the whole sky became dark like night, so black clouds came. And cold wind, even before the rain comes, cold wind begins to blow. Then rain began to pour down like anything. In Hindi we say musuldhara, like clubs. In English we say like cats and dogs. I asked a Russian devotee, they say buckets of water. Like that, rain was coming with pieces of ice. And very soon, nobody could tell highland from lowland. Everything was underwater. And everyone was crying, they didn't know what to do. And the Brishbasis, they only know one person as their shelter. They all ran to Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Mahabhaga, Tvam Natam Gokulam Prabhu, Tratum Arasi Devana, Kupitad Bhaktavatsala. Oh Krishna, Krishna, Mahabhaga, oh greatly fortunate one. Tvam Natham, you have no other Lord than yourself. Tratum Arasi, na, please save us. Deva, this Devata has become angry with us. Kupita means he's become angry. So you please, Gokula, you save all the community of the cows and us also, because you are Bhakta Vatsala. You're very kind to your devotees. So they sang this song, Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga, Tvam Natam Gokulam Prabhu, Tratum Arasi Devana, Kupitad Bhakta Vatsala. Then Krishna said, no problem. We're going to have 7 days lockdown. And he went over and he took his left hand and he lifted up Govardhan hill and told all the Brishbasis, now you're locked down for 7 days under this hill. You come underneath with all your cows. And Sanatana Goswami in his Vaishnava Tosani Tika, he describes Krishna actually lifted the hill with his left hand. We always see with his little finger, but he lifted it with his left hand. Invited all the Brishbasis and the cows to come under. But then Mother Yasoda saw Krishna holding the hill with his left hand. She became very worried. Because ordinarily, if we're going to do a heavy work, we'll use our right hand. But Krishna lifted with his left hand, and Mother Yasoda was frightened. Then Sanatana Goswami says Krishna put it on his little pinky. Look, Ma, it's no problem. Just like we're learning to ride the bike, and Mother's in the kitchen watching from the window, and we say, "Look, Ma, no hands," like that. So Krishna, look, Ma, it's no problem. And Ma Yasoda, she began to massage Krishna's arm. And he said, sure, and all the cowherd boys, they put their sticks. After a while, Mother Yasoda said, Lala, you want to take a rest? Let all the cowherd boys hold it. It's no problem, Ma. By his own will, Giriraj is staying there. Then Mother Mangal piped up. He said, look, Ma, I'm chanting my Brahminical mantras. By my Brahminical tejas, the hill is staying on the top of Krishna's finger. There's nothing to worry about. It's by Brahminical tejas. This way Mother Yasoda was sometimes massaging Krishna's arm. Then another time she said, Lala, you want some butter, Lala? You sure you're not hungry? Huh? And Krishna said, Ma, it's no problem. Madhu Mangal said, wait a minute, you speak for yourself. Bring that butter. So in this way, for 7 days and 7 nights, the cowherd boys and cows and cowherd girls and everyone was locked down with Krishna underneath Govardhan hill. And they didn't feel hunger, they didn't feel thirst, they didn't feel tired, they didn't feel sleepy, they didn't feel any trouble. Because actually this was a very special mercy of Krishna on the Brishvasis. Because nobody saw Krishna all the time. His mother and father and his intimate friends see him in the morning when he gets up and gets dressed to go with the cowherd boys. Then when he goes through the village, everybody sees him and all the gopis run on the roof to watch. Then he's with the cowherd boys all day long. Then in the evening he comes back and everybody comes out of their doors and the gopis again run to the roofs to watch him go through the village. Then again only his intimate friends and Mother Yasoda and Nanda Baba, they see him inside the house. Then he sneaks out all night long, he's with the gopis. But nobody sees him all the time. But Krishna made this pastime just to satisfy the desire of the Brishvasis to see him. And they weren't like us. 1 hour Bhagavatam class and we're falling asleep, or we're looking at our watch, when's prasadam? They didn't feel any trouble whatsoever, just seeing the beautiful Mukha Chandra, moon-like face of Krishna. Meanwhile, Indra came riding on Airavata, and he began throwing his thunderbolts. And much to his astonishment, the thunderbolts bounced off the hill and broke. And no harm was done to the hill at all. And he threw more thunderbolts. He became furious, began to throw harder. Then suddenly he realized as he threw more and more thunderbolts, whoops, what have I done? Oops. Then he told the Sambardika clouds, get out of here quick, make yourself scarce. We're in big trouble now. And he took off with his Airavata and went back to the Indraloka. And suddenly all the clouds disappeared. The rain stopped, the clouds disappeared, the sun came out. And then Krishna announced, lockdown is over, everyone can come out from under the hill with the cows. And they brought all the cows out from underneath the hill. And Krishna, most of these details are coming from Gopal Champu and Ananda Vrindavan Champu. Gopal Champu, Jeev Goswami, and Gopal Champu and Ananda Vrindavan Champu, Kavi Karnapur. Usually when we draw the pictures of Govardhan lila, underneath is just black dirt. But in Gopal Champu and Ananda Vrindavan Champu, it describes that the Brishvasis saw beautiful parks and gardens and flowering trees and fruit trees and palatial buildings and ponds and lakes covered with beautiful ghats. Whole wonderful place was there under the hill. They had never seen before. Everybody was wondering where this came from. Anyway, then Krishna called them all out from underneath. He placed the hill down, and now Krishna had become known by the name of Giridhari. Oh, Giriraj Dharana ki. So, in this way, Krishna saved all of the Brishvasis, and this was the original lockdown of Braj. Meanwhile, Indra, back in Indraloka, he was very worried. He sat on his throne, sometimes leaning this way, sometimes leaning that way. He didn't speak, he didn't eat, he didn't sleep. He didn't come to talk to Mother Sachi. Now there's nothing that makes the wife more troubled is when the husband stops speaking. There's nothing that troubles the husband more when the wife doesn't stop speaking, but there's nothing that troubles the wife more than when the husband stops speaking. Actually, there's something to be learned here. We'll have sociology class for 2 minutes. When a woman has a problem, she talks about her problem. And it's scientifically proven fact that when she talks about her problem, she produces certain hormones and she feels happy. So she simply wants to talk about the problem. But when a man has a problem, he wants a solution. If I go to another man and say, I'm having a problem with this program, he immediately gives the solution. I said, thanks a lot. Now the poor husband, she's telling him the problem, immediately he gives a solution. But she doesn't necessarily want the solution. She just wants him to hear him out. And she says, but you're not listening to me. I'm listening. I just told you the solution. But you're not listening to me. And he's bewildered. She just wants you to hear, if you listen sweetly and don't interrupt. And whatever you do, the most dangerous thing is to say, it's not that bad. Those three words will start a fight. Because she feels bad, now you've negated her feeling, she has no right to feel bad. Don't ever say that. Just listen, and she'll eventually feel happy, and she'll love you like anything, because you just sat and listened. Now man is opposite. He's got a problem. He can't go to his wife to solve his problem. He's a man. He has to solve it himself. So he becomes quiet. But the wives, they're very intuitive. They know something's wrong. Oh, darling, what's the matter? Will you leave me alone? If she just leaves him alone, he'll solve the problem and he'll feel happy she didn't bother him and love her like anything. So now, if you're too far along, you know what went wrong. If you're just starting out, you have a hint what to do. When she talks, you listen and don't interrupt and don't ever say that it's not that bad. And when he's quiet, you leave him alone, he'll solve his problem and he'll love you like anything because you didn't bother. So Sachi Devi, she also saw, iska mood kharab ho gaya, he's in bad mood. I better not go there. But she was a smart lady. What did she do? She sent Guru, Brihaspati. She went to Brihaspati. Brihaspati's Guru, he can go there. And he told, I don't know, he doesn't come home, he doesn't talk, he looks very worried, he doesn't speak to me. So Brihaspati went there and said, what's the matter? And Indra told him what's the matter. Said, oh my God, now you really blew it. Now Krishna won't even look at you from the corner of the corner of the corner of the corner of his eye. You're in big trouble. So the best thing you do is you take shelter of a devotee. Because devotees can intercede on our behalf with Krishna. Just like you see all the Prabhupada's letters, I'm always praying for you young boys and girls to advance in Krishna consciousness. We take shelter of a nice, wonderful, pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada, and he can intercede. This is our situation. And he said, and the best devotee, and she's not only a devotee, she's a cow, is this Surbi cow from the Golok. You take her with her, she can intercede on your behalf. So Indra, he got that Surbi cow, he went back down to earth. Meanwhile, Krishna was with all the cowherd boys and thousands of cows. And he was walking around Govardhan hill on inspection tour. Just like we see today, Yad Yadacharji says, whatever the great man does, the common man will follow. So whenever there's a big tsunami or earthquake or big disaster or coronavirus, then the Prime Minister flies in on his helicopter, the Chief Minister flies in, the Mayor flies in. They're all following Krishna's example. Yad Yadacharji says does. So he was seeing what damage had been done. Of course no damage was done, but he was setting example. So suddenly Indra appeared riding an Airavata. Now Airavata, he's huge. He's enormous, and not just one trunk, but many trunks. And all the cows, they took one look at that elephant. And ordinarily cows have such beautiful big eyes. Their eyes got even bigger. And their ears are hanging down, but their ears went whoop, like that. And then all the cows ran away. You ever seen cows run? Oh, you guys all live in big cities. You never see cows even. But if you see a cow run, they put their tail in the sky like a warning flag. And they run kicking backwards. Those ever attacking them will get kicked. So all the cows, thousands and thousands of cows, beautiful white cows and black cows and yellow cows and red cows, they all put their tails in the sky and fled away, their ears in the air, and they all fled away. And all the cowboys ran after all the cows. So then Indra came down, he got off his elephant, and the king of heaven fell down, sastang pranams. He made his dandavat pranams in the dust of Braj. with his huge crown. And Krishna walked by and didn't even look at him from the corner of 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 his eye. Then Indra thought, oops, I'm in big trouble. So he went to Surabhi, quick, do something, I'm in big trouble now, he won't even look at me. So on the other side of the hill from Govindakund, there's a beautiful place called Surabhikund. You go there, very beautiful, peaceful place, everything becomes quiet, you hear kokilas singing, you hear the peacocks crying, so beautiful, peaceful place, just like Vrindavan now. If we go on the roof of the guest house, we can even hear the peacocks crying in the distance, which we haven't heard for a long time. And all the birds are singing. Somebody commented on yesterday's tape, oh, we hear birds singing in the background. So then Surabhi came there and she told Krishna, look, Indra's actually your devotee. He became puffed up. You don't like pride in your devotees. So now he's feeling sorry. You should forgive him because actually he's your devotee. Just like the parents, the children do so many rascal things and the parents get angry, but always in the end they forgive the children. He's actually your child, you should forgive him. So then Krishna decided to forgive Indra by the mercy of Surabhi. So this is our situation. And Surabhikund is a place where all our offenses are mitigated. So then they came back to the other side of the hill, and Airavati went up in the air to the Akash Ganga. There's a Ganga flowing in the celestial planets, that's called Akash Ganga, where only demigods and saintly persons are bathing. Not like this Ganga here where sinful people like you and me are bathing. Just like a few years ago we were all in Ardha Kumbh Mela. He brought Akash Ganga and he began to pour that water on Krishna and bathe him, do Abhishek. And Surabhi, right from her udder, she began to pour milk on Krishna. And then suddenly all the demigods came. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Sun God, everyone appeared on the scene. The 7 sages came and they had these beautiful jewel lotus flowers from the Akash Ganga. But just at that moment the moon appeared. And seeing the moon, all the lotuses closed up. And the sages were dissatisfied. They brought these for Krishna. But just at that moment the sun appeared, and the lotuses are the friend of the sun. So immediately they blossomed and they were able to offer these beautiful lotuses to Krishna. And then all the Gandharvas came and they began to sing. The Kinnaras were playing musical instruments. All the Apsaras came. They were trained up by our Indradumna Maharaj. They were dancing very beautifully. And everybody was singing and dancing. Beautiful Abhishek was going on. After Abhishek, they presented beautiful new cloth, dry cloth to Krishna. And then Indra sat him on a throne and took a huge jewel-encrusted crown and crowned Krishna as Govinda. To that day he was known as Gopal, but from that day he was known as Govinda. And Jiva Goswami and Gopal Champu, he explains, just like we all know in the end of Loi Bazaar there's one shop called Gangotri. That proprietor's name is Narinder. Nar-Indra. The Indra amongst the Nar, the human beings. Means, that says Indra is the king of the demigods. The Indra of the Nar, the human beings, is the king. Yoginder, the king of the yogis, the best of all the yogis. Mahendra, like that. So Govinda, the king of the cows. The secret meaning is that all the 33 million demigods live within the body of the cow. Krishna becomes king of the cow. He becomes king of Indra and all the demigods automatically. So they gave him the name Govinda. Then they brought this Arctic paraphernalia, not like we have. They had silver and gold deeps crusted with pearls and diamonds and rubies and emeralds and sapphires, and yak-tailed fans with golden handles encrusted with pearls, and silver peacock fans with diamonds and rubies, and very opulent Arctic paraphernalia. And Indra began this Arctic, and all the devas were singing the Vedic mantras in perfect rhyme and meter, just like they were singing the Purusha Sukta, Sahasra Sirsa Purusaha everything was very wonderful, and Krishna was sitting there moving his head like this, and demigods were very satisfied. Now Krishna is pleased, he's pleased with our arti. And after the arti, they all bowed down, and they left the place. Meanwhile, the cowboys managed to collect all the cows and bring them back, and they came there to Govinda Kund, and they saw that this beautiful lake had appeared. All the Abhishek water had performed this beautiful lake called Govinda. Now it's known as Govinda Kund. And Bhakti Ratnakar says, anybody who takes bath in that lake, he gets Govinda Prem. And they saw Krishna sitting there at Govinda Kund on this beautiful throne. And they saw all this artic paraphernalia, opulent artic paraphernalia. So they began to pick it up and began to do play artic. They're ringing the bell and waving everything. And they weren't even singing Vedic mantras. They were just singing their Riri Brishabasi songs. And cowherd boys, they're not like Bengalis. Bengalis have very, very beautiful voices. Just like my friend here, he sang so beautifully Guru Puja this morning. But the cowherd boys are just little cowherd boys. They don't know how to sing properly. They don't even know how to sing on tune or in rhythm and rhyme. And so they were just singing their Riri Brishabasi song. Arati Kunja Bihari Ki Sigiri Dari Krishna Murari Ki. And Krishna was just laughing and laughing, enjoying like anything. All the demigods up in the clouds, they realized we don't even have a whiff of love like these cowherd people have for Krishna. Krishna was just officially accepting our arti. Just like they make a new bridge in the city and the mayor comes, he'd rather be somewhere else having a good time at the beach, but he's got to worry about votes. So he comes on, he puts on a big plastic smile for all the photographers, and then he cuts the ribbon. It's all official, no love. But Krishna was actually accepting the artik of the Brishbasis. And they thought, we don't have a whiff of love like these Brishbasis. Then at that point, Nanda Maharaj and all the elderly Brishbasis appeared on the scene. Because they heard something funny about gold and silver and pearl and diamond and ruby. Nanda Maharaj was thinking, first he's stealing butter, now what is he up to? And suddenly they appeared and they saw the cowboys with this opulent artik paraphernalia. And Nanda Baba said, where you got all this gold and silver and pearl and diamond and ruby? And all the boys said, Baba, we just found it. Yeah, right. You just found all this gold and silver and pearl and diamond. Just like the father comes home at night, there's a mess in the house from one end to the other. He asks, who made this mess? Pita, it just happened. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You just found all this gold and silver. Then Madhu Mangal spoke up. He said, no, Baba, they don't know. I saw everything, Baba. Because, Baba, they didn't see it. Crossed my heart, hope to die. I'm not telling a lie. Such ballroom, Baba, and a jutne ballroom, Baba. This guy came on this elephant, but not ordinary elephant. Enormous elephant, Baba. And not just one trunk, many trunks. And the cows, they took one look at that huge elephant, and they all put their tails and they ran, and everybody ran. But I'm lame, Baba. I was sitting here in the bushes. I saw what happened. That guy got off that elephant, and Baba, swear to God, Baba, he had eyes all over his whole body. And Jutne Bolrum, Baba, had eyes all over his whole body. And then he fell down in the sand, and Krishna walked by him and didn't even look at him, Baba. Then this cow came, Baba. Oh, Baba, I never saw a cow like that. And she began to speak to Krishna. Then they came over here, and that elephant went up in the sky, Baba. He brought this celestial water from the sky somewhere, and he began to bathe Krishna. And that cow, she just began to bathe Krishna right from her udder. And then, Baba, Sach Bolrum, Jutne Bolrum, Baba, I'm telling the truth. This guy came 4 heads, Baba, 4 heads. Then this guy came, Baba, I'm not telling a lie. He had 5 heads, Baba, with this big snake around his neck. Then all these people came and began to sing. Oh, Baba, I never heard singing like that. And these guys claimed to playing music instruments. Baba, we never saw instruments like that. And they were singing songs. I never heard songs like that. Then, Baba, these ladies came. Oh, Baba, I never saw ladies like that, Baba. And they were dancing like anything. And then they performed this artik ceremony. They dressed Krishna and performed this art, and then they just left, and the cowboys found it. Main jhoot nahi bol raha hu Baba, sach bol raha hu Baba, not telling a lie, cross my heart, hope to die. Then suddenly a voice as deep as the sky said, Baba, now you crown Krishna as Govinda, because that was the official one. And Nanda Baba picked up that crown and he crowned Krishna as Govinda. Till that day he was known as Gopal. From this day he became known as Govinda. And that Kund became known as Govinda Kund. And anyone who bathes in this Kund, he gets Govinda Prem. Bolo Sigiraj Maharaj Ki Jai. So, this was the original lockdown. We're all in lockdown, so we should take advantage to increase our hearing and chanting, increase our sadhana more and more. We have nothing else to do. There's so many beautiful lectures that we never have time otherwise to see on YouTube and Facebook, and so many wonderful books of Prabhupada that we can read, and so much chanting we do peacefully, just like you hear the chanting in the temple. Fortunately, we're inside, we can go and join the chanting, but you can chant in your house. This is just temporary trouble in the material world. Everything here, the miseries are just as temporary as the pleasures. So this misery will pass, and this is the best way to pass our time, is chanting and hearing about Krishna. So we'll again come, same time, 5:30, and relish Krishna Katha. Maybe we'll do some Gaur Lila also, maybe tomorrow. Let's see. We thank you very much. How many people looking?
130.
120?
130.
So 130 of you. My goodness. All right, thank you very much. We wish you all auspiciousness in this very difficult, unprecedented time. It's just like we saw in the movies. Unfortunately, there's no pause button. We can't push the pause button and stop it. It's real, it's going on. Let's take advantage of it in this way by Prabhupada's mercy. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.